I'm good.
Check.
I'm good to go.
Yo, Testorino.
What do you guys want to talk about?
Unscripted. This is a song of Unscripted.
Ooh, stream it up. What are we doing? What are we
Welcome
doing?
Unscripted. I'm Joe Testorino.
I need to go over to my intranet. Okay. Let's just put that back up.
Good luck watching the PLE tomorrow.
Yes.
You won't find it. You're going to have trouble.
We're double PLEing it tomorrow. And Craig, actually, you are right, actually. We have one pay-per-view, one PLE, whatever that means.
They're both on Saturday.
Yes,
oh, shit. So none of them are on Sunday?
Nope, none of them are on Sunday. We have AEW All Out in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. They're going to have about 13,000 people in the building. Not bad. Not bad at all. Here is the card we have. I'm not going to read the fucking pre-show stuff. You could just pre-show that. We have on the main roster, we have a tag team match. Adam Copeland and Christian reuniting for the first time in some years since they've been partner. They take on FTR, Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood, which should be a really good match. That's going to be.
Were they joking when they said that if FTR loses, they'll retire?
I don't know if they were joking.
That's not a stipulation in
it doesn't say it on Wikipedia, and we all know how solid Wikipedia is, but we are a day before the show, and I would think that they would actually have it on here, so I don't think so. It just says a tag team match. Then we have the Hurt Syndicate with Bobby Lashley, Sheltonian, Benjamin, and MVP. This is going to be a trios match. They're going to take on Ricochet and the GOA. I guess. Fine. And I say that in the sense of like, I don't know why this is happening, but okay. But I'm sure it's going to end up being a good match. Mercedes Moné defends her AEW TBS championship against Rio in a singles match. That's going to be really good. Darby Allin will probably pass away 4 times when he takes on John Moxley in a coffin match. That's going to be good. Mark Briscoe.
Why are we having coffin matches in 2025? That should have died with the Undertaker.
Can I answer that question for you? So Darby Allin can die on pay-per-view. That's why. That's the only reason why.
Okay.
And then so Moxley can have an excuse to stick a fork or a BMW up in his forehead. That's what he's going to do. Mark Briscoe will take on MGF in a tables and tax match. So both men are going to die.
Oh God.
But both men, like, listen, they have such good chemistry. Like, they're always fucking great. Like with each other. Sure. Again, don't like the MJF direction. Go ahead, Craig.
I guess they had a segment on Dynamite with MJF starting to yell at Tony Khan, but they never showed Tony. It was only the shot of the trailer, and Tony Khan yelling back at MJF and like telling him the way it is.
MJF,
it was like Tony Khan's first Mr. McMahon moment on camera, but he wasn't on camera because it could never work when his face is being shown. So he's just screaming at him. It was very funny, and it worked actually.
Whoever decided to do that was actually super smart. Like saying, no, we don't want Tony Khan.
Because Tony can't put the chops on like that, like Vince could. So
he's like one of the. He's like Jerry Seinfeld, like where he's half smiling, delivering all of his lines. Like that's basically.
He can't.
Tony
Khan.
He
can't.
He's screaming at him while he's hugging him. He's like, "No, you gotta do this."
While he's waist hugging him. Then we have Timeless Tony Storm defending her title against Jamie Hayter and Statlander. I mess up this fucking name. Tekla? Shit. Fuck, every time we do this. So it's going to be a 4-way match. Yes, I'm a terrible person. All the fans out there are like, you fucking idiot.
By the way, it's been a few weeks, but I loved her ECW kind of tribute. That was fun. She did with Sandman.
Oh, yes. Yeah. When they've been in the ECW,
Yeah.
they've been doing residency in the ECW arena.
That was funny.
We have Hangman Adam Page defending his title against Kyle Fletcher, which should be a great fucking match. I love Kyle Fletcher. And Craig has made me a fan of Adam Page, so I like it. I like it.
You're welcome.
It's going to be...
You're welcome.
I think this will make Kyle Fletcher, I think Will Ospreay helped, and this is going to be the ultimate. They're going to have a banger, I think, here. Hangman.
So if any member of the Don Callis
but...
family interfere, Fletcher will be disqualified and stripped of his AEW TNT Championship.
So
I don't know why you would make a stipulation that favors the face, because wouldn't you want to put the baby face in peril? So that way we could, so why would you stack the deck against a heel? Anyway,
is Takeshita still in the Don Callis family? Because he's the only one I can see turning on and ruining.
Yes, he is, but he is in the next. Takeshita is going to face Okada and Dorada for the.
He's a little busy.
So he's a little busy. It's a three-way match for the AEW Unified Championship. And then I didn't even know they added this. Did you guys know this? Big Bill.
No, I thought it was like a well-known thing. He was going to come back and surprise. Yeah. But no, I did not know they added
Big Bill is going to take on Eddie Kingston in a singles match. Eddie Kingston's first singles match since he broke his leg. Since he broke his leg violently by being backdropped over the top rope onto the outside, and his leg draped and snapped over the guardrail. Fucking brutal.
Why can't Eddie just go be a mouthpiece for somebody else?
After he's done with his active wrestling career, a manager role for him would not be a bad thing.
Right.
The Eddie Kingston Kingdom. Thank you.
Let me tell you something about Flying Gary Stridham.
He's no Oracle, but it'll do.
He'll be 300 pounds when he does that.
This has been added recently, a four-way ladder match for the AEW Tag Team Championship. Brody King and Bandito, which are our current champions, they will take on the Young Bucks. They will
Brodito's a good name.
They will take on Jet Speed, and they will take on two members of the Don Callis family, Josh Alexander, which they have done fucking nothing with.
I know.
So, but at least he'll be on a pay-per-view. And I love Jet Speed, Knight and Speedball.
They're fun to watch. They're fun to watch.
Who are the Young Bucks? I've never heard of those guys.
Young Bucks are they are, and they have no. I'm glad you say that, because like they were stripped of all their EVP status, so their entrances they're funny. I will give them credit, like they're very funny. It's generic text, and like it says when they announce them now, they announce them with their Christian names, Matthew Jackson, and it's so fucking great.
And their T-shirts are like Comic Sans.
They're
they're
government names.
They're
really
government
funny. Names.
They're government names.
Yeah.
Love it. And if you roll over to the other pay-per-view or PLE, it's like 2 matches.
Yeah, that is AEW All Out. That will be first. That's why I
will say overall, I'm not super impressed with the card, but
I'm not either.
They've never just
That's all they have right now, Craig, because everybody, Ospreay is injured. I believe he passed away this week, and then let's see who else.
Yeah, Brian can't go.
Omega's gone for a while.
Yeah, Omega passed away this week as well. So like, there's a lot.
Is gone.
Passed away. So 3 people passed away this week on the AEW roster. So yeah, like their big 3 guys are gone. So like they're held together, but they're still putting on an okay product. There's some things like the Hurt Business and stuff. Maybe they're going to advance the storyline with Hurt Business. I don't know. I'm not a fan of some of the things that they're doing. I'm not suggesting that they're perfect, but this year has been a much, much better year than 2024 and the end of 2023 has been for them. So I will agree. That. AEW is worth watching. If you don't like the WWE stuff, I'm telling you, AEW's where to go.
It's a different beast, and spend that $40 for HBO Max. It's a different beast watching a PLE than it is any Dynamite. I promise you.
It's really good.
If you're a lapsed fan and you've never tried it, I promise you.
Just be fantastic. A fucking real wrestling fan and like all wrestling instead of just trying to fucking colonize yourself.
Wow.
Next is WWE WrestlePalooza, which will be the second show.
Good luck, everybody. You're not going to watch it. Have fun.
This is the first WWE PLE that's on ESPN. We'll see how this shit goes. So the AEW purposely moved their shit back so that way they will not be on at the same time. So in the first half of the day, you can enjoy AEW. In the second half of the day, if you could figure out the ESPN madness, you can watch this show, WrestlePalooza WWE. Jonathan Cena takes on Brock Lesnar in a singles match.
And you know what's very, very funny? So I think they had a promo during Monday Night Football, and the announcer, they were so not, and he said, John Cena taking on Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, it's so great.
And I was like, Jesus Christ. Okay.
The only thing that was funnier than that was Brock pushing WrestlePalooza. Hey, John, I'll see you at WrestlePalooza. It was
what,
not
was
even, it was not even. It wasn't supposed to be funny, but it was fucking.
Seth
hilarious.
Rollins did an interview this week, and like they said something, and he's like, "You notice I didn't mention the name of the show?" And or no, it was Punk. It was Punk. And CM Punk's like, and they're all, yeah, you didn't. What is the show? He's all WrestlePalooza because it's the stupidest name I've ever heard.
Yep. Yeah.
And then even like they've been trying to do some ESPN tie-ins, like Stephen A. Smith did his like top 5 wrestlers of all time, and I swear to God, number 1 by a landslide, Goldberg.
Yeah, and number 5 was LOD, Goldberg. And it was the picture of Animal and Paul Ellering on their acceptance speech at the Hall of Fame because Hawk died, and he was pointing. He was pointing and referencing them like it was Ellering and Animal that were LOD. It's fucking great. Like, he's such a fucking joke.
Worst Goldberg, your greatest wrestler of all time.
Yeah, okay, Rock was number 4, I think, or something like that.
Yes, he's a Cowboys fan. He's a big Cowboys fan. I don't know
he could. I don't care. Huh?
What? Okay.
Then we have. See what else is doing. Oh, we have
Undisputably Goldberg.
We have Jimmy and Jay Uso reforming the Usos, taking on the Vision, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker in a tag match. Then we have Charles Manson Punk. I'm just kidding. I don't see him Punk. That's not what that means.
No, I think that's his name. Yeah, you're right.
Charles Montgomery Punk and his wife AJ Lee, Angela Johnson Lee. I'm just making all of this up.
Yeah, that's
true. They're taking on Seth Rollins and his lovely wife Becky Lynch, the greatest women's wrestler of all time, in a mixed tag match. Then we have Io Sky defending her vacant. Why is the title vacant? I have not watched wrestling in like 2 weeks.
Is that because Naomi gave it up?
Yes. I'm so stupid. Yes, I did see that. Wow. I have no business like guiding this episode. I don't know why you guys allow me on the show every week. Io Sky, I mispronounce names. I'm like, Io Ski is taking on Stefani Vacanagiri in a singles match for the, is it we? WWE Women's Championship. I'm such a fucking loser. Anyway, so yes, this is for the vacant Women's Championship that Naomi did give up. Io Sky and Stephanie Vakir. This is going to be a great match. Do you think that they will pull the trigger with Stephanie, or do you think Io is going to win it back?
I think Stephanie will take it.
Oh my, Dave.
I do.
David?
No. Io's best of the world.
Okay, Dave's going with Io. I figured he would.
And also what they're working on right now, according to sources, not mine, is that they already have a running storyline in the hopper with Asuka, where she's going to turn heel. It's already happening.
Asuka and Io.
That got escalated when someone got preggers, which is congratulations, Naomi. So that storyline was supposed to be pushed back like months. So I think Io winning the title will get Asuka back into the title picture for a heel run on that, which I'm really excited about. If the 3 of those, along with what was the other member? I could see her and I can't remember her name now. Gosh darn it, Kairi Singh. So with those 3 putting on matches, and I don't know which side she's going to fall on, Kairi, but Asuka's definitely turning, and Io is really concerned and becoming more of that face figure. There's good shit coming online, so I think Io is going to take that title and run with that storyline. I think. And
in I don't know if it's the main event or not. I don't know if this match is going to be the main event or Cena and Lesnar, but for the undisputed WWE Championship, I'm sorry if I fucked this up. Cody Rhodes is going to defend his title against Drewy McIntyre. So this should be a good match. First of all, everybody knows Drew McIntyre should fucking be the world champion. It's not going to happen here. They're just fucking so awesome. They're waiting for the WrestleMania moment. I get it. But Cody Rhodes is going to defend his title against Drew McIntyre. Of course, Rhodes is going to retain, but they're giving him a challenge.
I think that match is going to be a banger. I think Drew always puts on a show. But
there's 5 matches on this card. I think this whole card looks really good. Like, to be honest, I really like this card.
I've got one match I would scratch.
Well, which one? The Usos?
The Vision and Usos. Yeah, it's tired.
It's fucking tired. You're right, but at the same time, Cena and Lesnar is noteworthy, at least for the historic.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine.
CM Punk and AJ Lee and the Seth Rollins and all that. That's gonna be
really good.
That's gonna be really good. Yeah. Cody Rhodes and McIntyre, like you said, is gonna be good. Io Sky and Stephanie is gonna be really good. That's fine if you want to shoehorn like an Usos reunion in there. I guess it's fine. I can't.
I hope they don't break up. I hope they don't break up again on this match. That's my biggest fear.
Right.
Is the Usos are kind of done, or it causes. the thing.
And I mentioned it before because we all know what their track record and their matches have been. The WrestleMania match was pure trash. So
correct.
Yeah, let's not do that again, please.
But did you guys see the clips of Orton and McIntyre off Raw and Orton getting pissed at him?
Yeah, so he slammed him. He did a spot where it's funny. I was listening to Brian Alvarez talk about it, and he's like, the spot where they throw him and their foot hit the ropes. And I'm not very familiar with that spot. I believe that it's been done before, but like the way McIntyre picked him up for a body slammed him purposely close to the ropes, so Orton's legs and knees hits the middle rope. And I don't know if he was working the leg up to that point. I didn't see the actual match. And then I guess Orton rolled outside the ring and didn't sell the leg or anything and was visibly pissed and walked halfway down the aisle, came back. And then when he got in the ring, he's like, 25 fucking years that I've been doing this. No one slammed me on the fucking ropes. And he was super pissed. And like, so I was like, that's really weird that he would do that to Drew, who is a professional and the uncrowned champion. If I haven't said that before. And
I'm sure they worked it out, but Orton's got a bad back.
You're right, and I think that was the big concern. He didn't sell for Drew as like Drew was dragging him back to the ring, which was very funny. And then Orton kind of high fived a fan or he was perturbed for sure. But
he was definitely breaking the kayfabe. If you will.
He's done that before. The thing is I know we all talk about Orton and with reverence, but is right like that means good. I just pulled that name out of my ass and said that word in forever. Orton is really Sean Jr. Can we be fair about that? Because he's been
there was
known,
a time.
With one time where Anders, Mr. Kennedy back suplexed him wrong, and he's all fucking hitting the mat real hard or whatever, and there's a lot of Shawn Michaels temper tantrums.
But nobody beats Shawn though.
That's a great point.
I would think, he's Sean Jr. when it comes to he lands wrong or whatever, he's visibly pissed and he lets you know.
I guarantee you that Brett got pissed in the ring, but he held it until he got in the back. When things got,
I think most people do. But it's really weird. And then Orton, who is kind of like, I don't want to say he's a hybrid of Shawn because he's not. Because Shawn, he doesn't sell like Shawn, but he's like a Jake Roberts kind of super so many people have said about Randy Orton, even when the guy is only putting in half effort and that about him, because you just know who he is, he's still seamless. There's no, he is like water. He flows like water.
He's one of the best of his craft,
even when he's barely caring, he's still fucking amazing.
He's super hurt.
And the way he moves and everything. So it's I guess and Shawn was the same way. Shawn, the bestseller of in wrestling history, pretty much, and would just do
with one of the most fucked up backs, too,
amazing things ever. But when you piss them off, they don't care if they're on camera or not. They're like, "Fuck you," Shawn. Jumping off the rope, kicking Vader in the face, going "move" really loud, it's just crazy, just crazy.
I guarantee you, Triple H had a discussion with him after that match too.
And the discussion went "Great job, fuck Drew. We're never gonna put that."
No, he was like, "Hey man, we can't be doing that anymore. This is not."
Orton is known as a guy that doesn't like chops. He doesn't like anything kind of legitimately hurts, and he's always very protective of protecting himself in there.
If I was a really good pro wrestler though, somebody who was legitimately good in there, I would fuck with him all the time just to make him mad, and he'd probably love me for it. If I was a good fucking pro wrestler, somebody that he knew, oh yeah, he can hang with me or whatever, I would chop him all the time.
That'd be a great time if Owen Hart was still alive.
I would chop him all the time and slam his legs on the ropes constantly, just every fucking.
And Owen Hart fucking dead weighting him every time he tries to do a slam or something.
That's why I miss house shows, because I would love if I was a pro wrestler and they still did house shows. All I would do is chop him and slam him to where his legs hit the rope sloppily, all on the house show, and just make him mad.
Yeah,
that's wonderful.
All the stories you hear of Undertaker and Yoko, and Yoko was like, "Don't make me run after you," and Undertaker just and just to piss him off, and they're best friends.
It's so funny,
show shenanigans
because they had they're just it's a job to them, right? So they're talking to each other but please don't draw this out. I want to fucking go home. I want to get in the hotel, and they would just and they would fuck it up. Steamboat would be known for on house shows. People would go and who am I wrestling on house show? Fuck. They they see Steamboat, because Steamboat would know, and especially Barry Windham, who'd be hungover from the night before because he was Cactus Jack said he drank Jack and Cokes, and Steamboat's like, we're going 40 tonight, like all the time, and fucking Windham's like, fuck, man, like, fuck. And Steamboat would make him go 40 minutes like an house show.
Oh, man. Those were the days, bro.
Or there was a time where Steamboat and Savage were on the house show circuit, and I don't remember if it was before or after WrestleMania 3. It's probably before. And so they were fighting on the house shows, and they already were going like 25 minutes. And the main event was Hogan, and I think it was Hogan and Orndorff or somebody like that. I think it was. And it had been like early 87. And so their plane got delayed because Hulk and Orndorff did a matinee show like earlier that day, and they jumped on a private jet.
They're trying to get to the next venue,
but they couldn't taxi or something like that. So they before the match, Steamboat and Savage, the agents, like, listen, man, you guys have to go a little bit. We're just going to call it when you're out there. We'll let you know when you can go home because you got to kill time until they get here. And so they're like, that's fine. And then, like, it was like 45, 50 minutes, I guess, Savage and Steamboat were fucking, like, going out there. And then they finally got to go home. And they go in there. And then I think it was Steamboat that told the story. And him and Savage were almost purple because they were fucking breathing so hard. And they were laying on the concrete floor. And they said Hulk gets in there with his bags. He's like, hey, thanks a lot, guys. Great match. Knowing full goddamn well that he didn't see it. That he just walked in. He's like, hey, guys, great. And he stepped over both of them. And fucking him and Orndorff went out and got all the glory or whatever. Like, it was so fucking funny.
Well, that's who they paid to see at the end of the day. You know, you paid to see.
Thank you for the house, Terry. All right.
Yeah, thank you for the house. They got paid.
It's funny. They all have like these humorous attitudes because it's a job, you know. So it's like they're just like all fucking around with each other, like, oh
yeah. I mean, think about it. It's like wrestling, but it's the office. It's the office.
Yeah, that's what. And when people ask me why I still like pro wrestling in my 40s, I'm like, shit like that. Like, I love, like, we watch because of the contracts and the real shit. Did Punk really walk out? Did Austin really walk out? You know, like, it's just a lot of stuff because it is a business. We know it's like they're actors and actresses, right? Like, when you see disputes or people didn't like each other on the set, it's the same way in wrestling. Like, you have a lot of people that don't like each other, but like they would go out and have fabulous matches or train wrecks, depending on who they were. And it's more amazing to me. I'm like, yeah, they never liked each other, but they understood each other when they got in there, and they were just like, okay, like, yeah, you're really good. So.
Who knows? Maybe Orton and like, sorry, Dave, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good, Craig. Good.
Maybe Drew and Orton don't particularly like each other. Like Orton just had a moment, but they're still total pros, kind of thing. And then that's what we love. It's like, what's the deal behind that? It's very like
or people just
and you know,
someone with Drew of that.
We may learn later, Craig. Like, hey, they didn't like each other, and that'd be a great. We're gonna hear a great story like in 5-6 years. You know,
Drew's right. I'm just say that out loud. I don't know what's happening. Drew's in the right.
Whatever is Drew's in the right. What I will say is, like, you know, we talk about these stories, and a lot of people don't really appreciate all the behind the scenes stuff that they're released on Netflix. I enjoyed it, but like one of the stories that I always go back to is when before VKM got ousted, he told that story of Steve Austin in the bedpan on as Pat McAfee. And I'm like, man, like, you know how many freaking gems that Vince has like that he'll never tell us?
But he doesn't even, it's not that he won't tell us. He doesn't even know that they're gems. Like, they were dying. He has
no idea.
Because it was so fucking, one of the biggest iconic moments, like, that we remember is Austin hitting Vince with the bedpan. But the way it happened was by circumstance. Like, they didn't even know. It wasn't planned. And then... Like Vince he was getting the camera angles right and shit like that, and he's like, "What?" And he sees Austin pacing, and he's like, "Hey, what? You look like you're bothered by something." He's like, "I don't know. I'm just debating on whether I'm gonna hit you with this bedpan or not." That's literally how it happened. And so Vince is like, "Then hit me with the bedpan." And like, he's like,
"Fucking do it."
He's like, "I just saw this perplexed look on Austin's face, and he didn't know." He's like, "I was just wondering if I could hit you with this bedpan." Like,
is it gonna go over?
Austin was trying to. I will never forget that story because it reminded me of Joe and Nathan when we did our little backyard bullshit wrestling thing. And Nathan was like, I'm going to hit him with a frying pan. And she's like, can I go get one of your frying pans? I was like, yeah. And then so him and Joe were rehearsing it. And then you don't realize that a frying pan, you trying to hit someone, it fucking hurts. Like, it's a frying pan. But like, he thought he could do it. And in live in the match, it was like he barely pinked Joe. And so pink, like off Joe's skull. And it was super like light, but everybody laughed and oohed like at the same time. And that's what I equate that to, because Austin was grabbing it and he was realizing like this is a short, like a very compact object, like, you know, and I don't know if I might kill him if I hit him with it.
I don't
so that's what he
right?
meant. That's what he meant when he was perplexed. He was like, I don't know, man. I'm just thinking about hitting you with this pan, meaning like, I don't want to hurt you, but I want to hit you with this pan. And so he, as a pro wrestler, was sizing an object up, which people don't understand. That's what they do all the time. Steel chairs, tables, everything. When they figure out how to hit you with something, how do I, not to use the F word, how do I fake it? How do I make this like to where like the crowd hears it and goes, oh, and it's brutal, but I don't hurt my opponent.
But I'm still protecting you, right?
Yeah. So I think that's an amazing story on so many different levels. The fact that one of the most iconic like scenes with the McMahon and Austin feud was the bedpan scene, and it was a throwaway. And Austin just kind of trying to figure out, I don't want to hurt you. I'll crack your skull.
If they didn't have that discussion before the lighting was fixed, it may not have happened.
Yeah, it's just fucking. I love it.
That bedpan, you're going. It's kind of hollow. It's got a thing on the other side, but it's very, very sturdy and fucking.
It's dense, and I can hurt you.
When he did hit him, it was the perfect ping.
Yeah, it made a wonderful noise, Craig.
It was great. Yeah,
it was wonderful. You know,
because it was when Vince leaned up because he was hitting him with his leg, and he sat up, and he just goes boom like that. It was just fucking great.
Yeah, he went then boom.
Just the best stuff.
I loved it. Yeah.
The only thing that would have made it funnier if there was piss actually in it, but maybe I don't know if that would have been funnier. I don't know what would have been funnier. If I had to say to improve that segment,
it would have been
funny if
practice might have had a problem with it. But yellow dye over Vince,
just splashing on his gown and hilarious. And he goes out.
Yeah, make it super yellow.
There probably is no bodily fluids on standards and practices.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, might be funny.
But that would be the only thing that I could like doctor that up with. And I just thought about that in 2025. I've never thought about that ever since we've talked about this.
If there's piss in it, it won't make a great sound. So I don't know.
I don't know. Pal, try it. Like it's just that.
That's only that's worse.
If only a lot.
One with piss, one without piss. Pritchard's like
controversial-wise in the world of pro wrestling,
the piss in it. It's got great sound without the piss, Vince.
Who is that?
That's Pritchard.
Yeah, it's hard to nail.
Vince, I gotta say.
Yeah, I don't know, Vance. I can't. It's hard to do a Pritchard one.
Yeah, that I was totally Southern.
Oh, I'll do a Pritchard one. Vince, like that's Pritchard. Hey, Triple H. Hey, Triple H. Like that's.
You know who's like the closest Vince to Vince now is him. Like when we're watching all that behind the scenes stuff, and like Abyss is like, I just want to make sure he's happy. I'm like, because Pritchard's
oh my god,
asshole.
You want to? He completely ruined 20 years of his character by saying, I just want Bruce to respect.
He's an asshole on purpose, though. Like I don't believe that Bruce knows he is an asshole, but he's like a guy playing an asshole. Like. If Bruce was an asshole to me,
he wants to see how you respond.
Yeah, if Bruce was an asshole to me in real life, I'd be like, shut up. Like, because I'd be like, just why are you fucking trying to be like that? Because like, I do believe that like, first of all, Pritchard knows where all the bodies are buried. But secondly, like, I do respect him. You do need that. Like, you don't always want all these positive like things. Like in any kind of management, Dave, you'll know it. There's a good cop, bad cop. Maybe your assistant manager is the salesman friendly person and you're the asshole, or vice versa. You're cool and the assistant manager is like, no, fuck you guys. Hit your fucking metrics. What are you doing? Like there always has to be a balance in management. And so Vince was the guy.
He's the asshole.
Yeah, like so Bruce was the asshole, even though Vince was the asshole, but Bruce was the guy that went and told the talent, no, fuck, that's stupid. No, we're not doing that. He's not going to like that. But Vince usually was like, I don't fucking care. You go take care of it. You go put that fire out. I don't give a shit. Like, you know, it's like Vince is always like the guy who's just like, yeah, you go be the prick. I don't give a shit. Like, so
he was a good cop until he couldn't be a good cop anymore. Yeah.
Triple H is always the hugger, and Triple H is always like the come here and the uncomfortable grabbing your face and putting his face real next to you.
We're gonna make something great out of this.
That's Triple H, but like, you know, Bruce Pritchard's like, I don't know, man, that was kind of overproduced and shitty, and you're shitty, and I gotta go. Like that's
yeah, it was overproduced and it was late, but it was fine.
Other than that, it was fine. If you like trash, that was fine. If you think that your crowning moment in your career was trash, that's fine.
Can we talk about our internal fight on text this week with actually the entire, it was you, me, Jess, Craig, Dave, and Cuz, and it was based off of Bret Hart saying that Triple H has never had a
Oh my God!
You want to be careful here, but he said Bret Hart he's never had a great match.
Yeah, he never had a great match that I liked. He did, and then somehow
it evolved into a what?
Let me be fair and
Dave.
Dave might buck me on this, but Dave and Cuz always turn it into Meltzer bashing. And they brought up the 5-star thing. And I was like, at the end, I was like, they never said 5-star. Brett said great match. But define great. Dave could be right in that assumption of we bring that piece of shit, Dave Meltzer, into the conversation because like we say, with the 5-star thing, we just want to dissect, whatever. And maybe you
have to have a baseline, right?
But what is great? What is great though? Like, do we? So let me ask you this question. Right?
Sure.
Is Cactus Jack versus Triple H Street Fight and Royal Rumble 2000, is that a great match? What is great? I'm asking.
Yeah, and I think Craig will say yes, and I
But what is Steamboat and Flair? What is Savage and Steamboat? What is that? No, but I'm asking, what is that? Is that what word?
It's a classic, right? There's like great,
it's a classic, or you can argue it's very good.
But maybe Brett meant great in the sense of like he never had a Steamboat Flair. He never had a Brett Shawn. He never had a.
By the way, did Steamboat Flair even get a 5-star match from Meltzer?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm almost positive. I'm almost positive he did. I will go out on the limb and say yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the conversation went to the fact that Triple H has not had a 5-star match according to the Meltzer rating.
But I wanted to find great. When Brett says great, is Brett thinking of him and Austin or Savage and Steamboat or Flair and Steamboat? Is that what Brett's thinking? And I'm asking. I'm not setting anybody up for anything.
Yeah, and I don't know, but I want to.
So if you're saying on that level, he's right. I don't know if right. I can say
all I did was in the text, just to be clear, Craig said, "What an old grubby fuck," kind of thing. It was something like that, and I said, "Yes, he is." I agree
but all of us are right at the same time. It's weird. All of us, I understand.
All I did, I said, yes, he is being a grump, but has Triple H ever had a 5-star match? Just to kind of, and I'm like, this is, and just like that didn't get brought up there. I said, no, I'm only using it as a baseline.
But did he? If we're using Brett versus Austin, Brett versus Shawn, Flair and Steamboat, like that ilk, right. Or Okada and Omega, all that stuff. Has Triple H had that?
And I would say, and I might say no.
I think you're right.
But those are 4.75s. They're very good.
But a lot of people are saying, is the Undertaker and Triple H Hell in the Cell match on that ilk of Omega and Okada and Flair and Steamboat?
That's where people believe it should be, but it wasn't rated that way. Yes. So a lot of people that should have been a match that was up there, and obviously Triple H versus Shawn.
I don't think it should. For the record, I do not think they're Hell in a Cell.
You do not. Well, and I'm not saying.
I'm not saying that the Hell in a Cell match wasn't great. I think that people remember the streak was on the line, and so you wait to the last. It's like a fucking basketball game.
It's nostalgia thought, right?
It's like a basketball game. You wait to the fourth quarter because that's really all that matters. And so, you get to the last 5 or 10 minutes when they had those absolutely brilliant false finishes with Shawn. And
they didn't abuse it back then. This was like the beginning of
So does that make it a great match? No, I agree. Was the Hell in the Cell with Triple H and Undertaker on the same level as Austin and Brett? No. But I don't know. Where do you draw the line from that type of match to everything else, below it? I don't know. I don't know.
To whether, even though it's 4.75,
but I can name a ton of really good Triple H matches. And Cuz said The Rock and Triple H at SummerSlam '98 in the ladder match was absolutely fucking excellent. Go ahead, Greg.
I'd like to say something that hurts my heart.
Thank you.
Can you please? Oh no.
Yes, please.
Oh no.
To your point, it's a great question, and I think we should analyze that because that was the impetus of the whole thing. Does Brett mean great as in classic, or is just Brett being Brett? But I think Brett's
angry and grumpy. Let's start there.
But how many people have that matches? How shitty is he if he's just I'm gonna challenge him to be in Rare Air? Like, and I'm like, well, like, I mean, Brett,
right.
like,
because you didn't get a good seat at SummerSlam. I mean, shut the fuck up. But I would say,
is that why?
Yes, it's basically why at this point. Like he knows he's not going to be invited back, and he's burning bridges.
Triple H put the first ever match in the Hall of Fame. Brett versus Austin. And Brett was still a dick on stage. He rolled his eyes on stage with him. I'm like, dude, like, they're trying to fucking honor you. And you're like, they're flying you in for the fucking Hall of Fame, putting you up, sucking your dick for a weekend. And then Brett's like, yeah, but I didn't come right away. It took a while for them to suck it off. Like, it's like, shut up, Brett. Like, Jesus Christ.
Wow,
like,
bro.
What else do you want them to do to you?
And this is why
they didn't even put a finger in the butt. And I'm like, well, not everyone's going to, Brett. Like, not everyone's going to.
Never tickled my taint.
He never did the prostate massage with, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah. So I think if Brett would have said, because there's only two ways he could have gone. He could have used a lot of English words or whatever. But Brett said, if he would have said he's never had any good matches, we'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
that's fucking
great
dumb.
on purpose.
When he says great matches, but the fact between great and what comes after that, that's an absolute valid question. Maybe he wasn't trying to be a total dick. But if we use that criteria,
but it is though, because like, how many great matches did Brett have? 2? If you're going by the classic thing, 2?
Ooh,
yeah.
Sean and Brett, which I don't agree with that, but Sean and Brett Iron Man, we're gonna give it that. We'll go ahead and say that. And then you had Brett and Austin. Name me another classic match that Brett could say that he's hanging up there with.
Okay.
Who?
So with that criteria, which I'm now on board with that, and if Brett said that knowing he only has a couple, and he's saying he doesn't have those at those,
it actually makes it more palatable.
The S tier or whatever the kids say these days. I might include, and I'm a guy who hates him. I might include the Hell in the Cell at that point, watching it live and remembering, even looking at it back. The only S tier match he ever had.
Right, okay, that's fair.
But he has one. But
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So Brett has what, 2? If you're looking at that, like wrestling defining legendary matches, Flair and Steamboat, like. But do you not include Hulk and Warrior or Hulk and Andre? Like, that's the thing is Brett is skewed. Brett is skewed on that. He does not include those guys.
By the way, when you think about the Meltzer criteria. Fucking Angle does not have a.
You had a lot of other, Angle. Like you had a lot of other great matches, like good matches that. Or I'll even say the word great, but I'm not saying like that kind of like Hall of Fame great. Brett and Piper, Brett and Diesel, Brett. There's a lot of fucking great matches that Brett had, but I'm not saying. What are you saying when Brett says great? I think to your point, Craig, he's thinking the classics, like up in the echelon or whatever. I'm like, so you had 2, which who has 2, by the way? Let's be fair to Brett.
Right.
That's how great Brett is. But okay, you're critiquing Triple H for not having one of the defining like matches ever in wrestling ever. Like, I mean. Why are you critiquing him? There's so many other people besides him that have not. I mean, there's so many other people that had an active wrestling career and then go backstage to influence the backstage that never even had good matches. Like, so what do you? What's your point? What's again crazy grandpa?
It was asked of him, right, Craig, in an interview. Sorry, I mean it was asked of him in a pod.
I think he just volunteered it. He woke up and he's like, "Oh, I hate Triple H. He doesn't have to come out."
Vomited out. I think he did vomit it out. You're trying to defend.
Wakes up and I hate Triple H. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck! What? I just woke up from a dream.
That's it.
But why does that have to be the criteria? Brett, what do you think about Triple H's performance backstage? He never had a great match. What? Okay. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
and I think using both criteria, and I don't want to defend him. I think he wrote a lot of coattails. I think he politicked backstage. I think he was a serviceable worker.
Sure.
I think he did a lot of main events, but he never. I think Jim Cornette said he never drew a dime or something. But like. Kind of true, right? Like, I don't think he was ever number one in merch. Kind of, he was just kind of the guy that hitched his wagon.
And when he was poisoning the locker room in that 2002 run, wrestling was in a downturn after they bought WCW or whatever. Like when Triple H was world heavyweight champion and he was not putting over Booker T and not putting over RVD and all those other people. Like he was not champion during the best years. He was champion during the Attitude Era, but he was just, but I will say that him and Stephanie were pretty great when they were heels, and that whole like 2000 era was pretty fun. Like, so, but again,
And DX was on fire, man.
What's the
you
point?
You can't say he never had great matches either way in the criteria.
Yeah, what's the point in Brett's comment? There's a lot of great Triple H matches that I will go back and watch and be like, that was really fucking good.
Your Cactus Jack and him was, I mean, just like Edge and just like Orton and Cactus. Like, it's like, oh, I never saw that from fucking Triple H. Like, he took it as much as he gave it. Like, a lot of respect. Like, it was great.
Yeah, he fucking got backdropped in a crate and got a fucking splinter shoved in his calf and still like wrestled them. Triple H did his shit, man. Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah. I mean, you can't.
But to Craig's point, he did politic, and he rode on Sean's coattails the entire time. Like a smart person would. Like, he was smart. He was super smart. Like,
you don't get those top 4 spots unless you fucking.
He was like, this druggie's not going to last much longer, but I'll be there right after. And then he fucking took over DX and got super popular. Like, he did everything he needed to do. And by the way, Brett, who is breathing that rare air? Not many people. That's why it's called rare air. Like, there's not a lot of what are you talking about? Pro wrestling defining matches are very like. I mean, you now, because it's been pro wrestling been around for fucking forever, you could name 100 matches, but 100 matches out of thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of wrestling matches, like 100 is not like a lot.
PLEs, house shows, pay-per-views, fucking Saturday Night Main events. So it's a lot of
even just televised. To Dave's point, televised matches and pay-per-views. 100 matches is not a lot compared to all the pay-per-views and all the televised matches, like Saturday Night's Main Event, Clash of Champions, things like that.
Part of me said, like, oh, I kind of respect it because he's the only one not kissing Triple H's ass in 2025. So part of me was like, okay. And then, when he said what he said, I was like, that's not true, though. Like, if you're going to attack him. But, like, that's not.
Understand your enemy's strengths, by the way. Yeah, understand your enemy's strengths before you fucking bet. If you say your enemy is not good at anything, that's not true. Like, you have to really be fair.
I would love for him to elaborate on the statement and kind of say, hey, well, what did you mean by that? I mean,
I was drunk. I
was drunk off Canadian beer. So
I was thinking about Owen and I was sad.
Apparently, he's booked with and I don't know what it is or what date. He's booked at the same event of a fan fest or something with Goldberg. So I hope.
Oh God, please! I want him to have a hardcore match right there. Goldberg just spear him like helplessly.
I'm still mad. I'm still mad that you guys said Stephen A. Smith was Goldberg was his number one wrestler. I'm like, God damn it! Like, get off my goddamn TV set.
Get off my goddamn lawn. It's so stupid.
Nobody can question Goldberg's impact in the industry.
I can question it. I can.
I've been a fan since I was 12 years old. Goldberg is the greatest wrestler.
I would argue that Goldberg might have set it back. I would argue he set it back a few years. Honestly,
he gave himself away at number 5 when it's Paul Ellery and Animal, and he's like, "These two, the Legion of Doom." I'm like, "It's not. That's not the Legion of Doom."
Paul has lost a lot of weight at this point,
and you can't tell me that his staffers didn't do that to fuck with him because they knew he didn't know shit about wrestling.
The puppet might look like Hawk. What was the puppet's name? They had
Rocco.
I can't remember if he was in because we went
Rocco and Animal are the greatest version of the Legion of You.
We went WrestleMania back to back in Los Angeles and in Texas, and I can't remember which one Stephen A. Smith was at, but he was there, and he had a stupid entourage with him, and everything about it, the way he was walking, like his shit didn't stink. Like, I hate you so much. Like, you are the worst.
He's the worst,
absolute worst.
And he knows it. He knows he did that. There's no way he actually. I don't think he's ever heard of Goldberg, to be honest. But he does. He just thrives on controversy, like all these ESPN like rapid take bullshit. Like,
yeah.
How do I get that job? I could do that.
Who's the other ESPN analyst that keeps throwing away his jersey? It's not Woody. Fuck, what's his name? He used to. I think he did a show with Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah. To your point, though, it's all a show.
You probably know it's Skip Bayless. I'm assuming.
Skip Bayless.
Yeah,
Skip Bayless.
He's terrible.
Yeah, he pisses on a Dallas jersey every fucking week.
Yeah.
I told you. He does it too. I told you they were going to choke.
Skip is the worst. Like, they both say outlandish stuff that never comes to fruition. Craig, to your point, like I'm just telling you, Josh.
Allen, they were the early trollers before trolling was trolling.
He's just not good.
They're trolling fucking sportscasters.
Yeah.
Like that's all it is. They just
They were Twitter before Twitter took over.
There were sportscasters during the Patriots run. They were like, they're done. They're not going to last long. Meanwhile, they last a decade. And
I guarantee you, like you tell me, I can see Steve. You tell me that Brady going to Tampa is going to do something. It's not going to do shit. Like I can, you know what I mean? Like
world champion.
He doesn't have Belichick. Belichick is the mind of the operation.
Yeah,
it's
like pressure luck. It's just women shouldn't watch football.
What
are we talking about?
You're not in the easy AFC East anymore, Tom. Like
Thomas, you're old and washed up. It's just like, what a fucking, just stop.
Oh god, everything's so stupid. It's like you don't know what's gonna happen. Like it's so ridiculous.
Not only did he win a championship in Tampa Bay, but I believe Tom Brady got drunk for the first time in that celebration. Remember when he was drunk?
Yeah. The NBA won't be around in 2 years. Horse racing kills jockeys. Giant lie is the sport of the future. It's like, fuck. Just stop.
Shut up already.
Mike Tyson right now, Canelo on my God. It's like, what? What are you
talking about?
What?
So stupid.
Can we stop?
How do you get a job like that? How do you get that job?
That sums up life because people will hate watch. They will tune in to be like, if this motherfucker says what I think he's gonna say, oh, he said it. Like it's just that's what it is. You want to know why, Dave? Because the lowest common denominator has all the power when it comes to entertainment and everything. If you like cater to the lowest common denominator, whether you troll them or like encourage them, there's way more dumb people in this country.
They're gonna watch.
There's way more dumb people and ignorant people in this country. That's why all businesses play for casual.
Colin Cowher was another one. He'll say some of the stupidest shit, dude. Like
Bill Cowher?
No, Colin Cowherd.
Oh, Cowherd.
Yeah.
He's awful. He's awful.
They are geniuses.
He said forever. He's like, Aaron Rodgers will never win a Super Bowl ring. I said it here. Colin Cowherd all the time. He's not as good as you think he is. I'm like, oh my God.
Except he has there's two characters to that. He will, on radio when he's got 3 hours, will fucking take yourself, Aaron Rodgers. All pro.
Just wait.
Quarterback. Will never win. We'll be right back. And then 3 hours later, he's on ESPN and he has to say the same thing, but in 10 seconds. He's like, Aaron Rodgers will never win a Super Bowl. And beep, and then someone else beeps. It's like they're geniuses. Like they can stretch it out for 25 minutes or say it in 5 seconds. And
it's an art form. They're all characters. It's all pro wrestling. All of it's pro wrestling.
It's it.
And what's funny,
it's finding out what pisses off the local. It's pro wrestling at its most territorial. Where are we at? Yeah. What city? What's the popular sports teams? And all the good heels are just like, who's okay, awesome, cool. Can we get a shirt or jersey real quick? No, we can't. Okay, like and they're just like all the good heels are figuring out like where are we at? Who can I bash? What's the popular sports team? Awesome. What's their big rival? Get me their T-shirt or jersey. Like, and it's just it's what they do on a sports level, and they just get on there over there. It's like, you know what?
And you just made me think, Jess. ESPN's going to go that route with wrestling. They're going to take this market share from all this IWC, and they're going to have like Stephen A. Smith just started it.
He just did it,
and now with this relationship they're having, it's going to be insane. Like. They're going to talk about wrestling.
I hope Stephen A.
You can challenge me on it. Worst wrestling main event ever? Rocket Austin. We'll be right back. Fuck you. And people are fucking calling in. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. You don't know shit. You don't know fucking shit. Like that's all. All you have to do is bash the most popular person. And then
Logan Paul is the greatest wrestler of all time. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
Yeah, we'll be right back. And then during the commercial,
phone lines are open. We'll be right back. Phone lines are open.
Yeah.
Colin Cowherd.
The internet crashes.
Logan Paul. Has a brother and boxes. Good boxer. Influencer. Millionaire.
Best person in the world.
Greatest of all time. We'll be back. And then you're like, Yeah, or you're on the phone just waiting to call in, like fuck her.
Fuck you. What do you know about it? He's like, all I know is what I know. All I know is what I know, and that Logan Paul is the greatest wrestler of all time. Hang up on them, get the next caller. Like that's all exactly what they do.
Dude, New York sports, that's all like Mike and the Mad Dog and all that shit.
In a weird way, I'm proud that wrestling will do that. Like if people play off that. But at the same time, I remember when I was in my 20s, I hated casuals. I hated them because I was like, whatever. But I also know now in my 40s, wrestling needs casuals or it goes into a recession. Like it's just
But I'm also upset. I don't want these guys who don't know how to spell Cena or Lesnar to be.
I don't either.
Takes.
I don't either.
I think we'll see right through it.
But like I think Craig, it doesn't matter how smart we are to wrestling. It doesn't matter anymore. Like it's all about.
Let me put it this way: if they don't get with that program because Disney's going to push it, so they'll get Pat McAfee. They'll get someone else to do it because Pat McAfee loves the sport. They'll find somebody.
And Pat McAfee, to your point, shows how easy it is to do it. Like all he has to do is be passionate about it and watch it, and like people are like, "Oh yeah, we'll get more like him then, more like Pat McAfee. It's fine."
Yeah, I think it could be the death of those guys.
Take on wrestling. Yeah,
and if those guys don't get on board, it'll be the death of them. They'll be off TV. Bye, Cowherd. Bye, Stephen A. Bye.
Dude, I love it.
Like change the guard.
Going to headline SportsCenter. That's just crazy. 2024.
Yeah,
20 years ago, we never would have thought that. Like people were shitting on it. Like. Yeah. It's so funny.
I remember when Hogan and Earthquake made the local news in our town after SummerSlam. Like Hogan takes on the Mighty Earthquake.
Or you'd have like the Floyd Mayweather takes on the Big Shite show. Here's a clip. It's just like it was only the celebrity angle on SportsCenter.
Right, like the Mike Tyson one got a lot of fan following, but
we wait for that too. They would bring it up and they'd be like, and they had WrestleMania this weekend, like they'd mispronounce that, and I'd be like, oh, Mike Tyson, did he get in there? Did he KO Steve Austin? We'll let you know when we come back or whatever. And it's like, fuck, all right, like, but we take what we can get.
Yeah.
The only impressive thing is like real sports fans would be like, how do they get 80,000 people in there? Like real sports fans get super bothered by that. Like they're just like, wow, what do you fucking mean they had 90,000 people? What do you mean?
Yeah.
How? It's fake. How?
Why are you so mad?
Why are you so mad?
I mean, you don't think that if they did like, Avengers Endgame live, you don't think they would get 100,000 people in the fucking Pro Bowl? Of course they would. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you think about any big movie, it's the same thing. Like, if you don't think they did the Seinfeld's finale live or the Friends finale live, that they would sell out they would sell out MSG. Of course they would. Like, it's like, come on, think about it.
General Hospital's last show is going to be in front of the biggest arena ever.
Yeah, people will go. It's like, look at how many people watch them, like on a weekly basis. It's like, dude,
General Hospital's been on the air for like 50 years, bro. I think it's still
it really has. It's still going.
It's my stories.
Yeah. It's my stories. Yeah, wrestling's my stories.
But that's wrestling are our stories.
Wrestling's our stories.
Yeah, exactly. It's our stories, bro.
Tons of stories.
My stories are on.
Hogan was a bitch.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
Big day of wrestling tomorrow. We got 2 big PLEs. Shit.
2 big PLEs. Yeah, it's very fatiguing all the time.
Football on Sunday. Jeez.
Oh, fuck football. Oh,
life is good, guys. Life is good.
This is the best time of year. With football, as I get tired of it. I'm riveted.
Oh, that's the hint for your ass.
You tell I have kids. Yeah, tell I have kids. Someone's like, I'm totally fucking
exactly. Where are we at with this pod, Craig? Where are we at?
We'll see.
Where are we at? See the matches. It's